Hey guys, so we're watching and reacting to the most scariest UFC and MMA knockouts.
Hit that subscribe button.
And hit that like. Let's go.
The Fight Focus. And for today's video, we will be covering the scariest MMA knockouts ever seen. Also, if you enjoy this video, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and comment what video you want to see next. Let's get to it. The most feared and fabled method for getting the win is the holy of combat sports holies, the knockout. For this video, we have compiled the list of instances where MMA fighters knock their opponents out with some of the most terrifying strikes ever seen in octagon. Number 12, Edson Barbosa. This kick is one of the more iconic kicks ever seen in MMA, and the effect itself is noteworthy.
It really poses the question, what do you want to do? Do you want to take a chance and risk it?
Straight out knockout.
His body's stiff.
Edson Barbosa pretty much turned his opponent Terry Edom into a frozen being just like Han Solo after a spinning wheel kick would land flush on the face of the British fighter. What's even better is Joe Rogan's commentary. This insane finish came in the third round when the Brazilian spun lightning fast and instantly turned his opponent into a statue. Number 11, Gary Goodridge. You have never seen a knockout like this in your life. I guarantee it.
Joe Rogan's reactions.
Oh! Ouch! What?
Almost in number by Goodridge, and that
Goodridge formed a human crucifix across Herrera's shoulders. The first shot rocked Hera, the second put him to sleep.
Right to the dome,
six
like the
punctuated
temple.
the ferocious
What did he
debut
do
of
to
Big
him?
Daddy. This
He's trying to submit him.
easily been classified as murder, since after
Well,
like the
couldn't even
second
tap out or
elbow, you
anything,
can
got
see that
both
Palmer
arms.
already lost consciousness, and the fight should have been stopped.
Holy
Number 10, Dan Henderson.
Dan Henderson.
After watching this
That's
first-degree
scary.
manslaughter take place, the real question was how Michael Bisping was ever able to walk
I don't know
again.
if I can watch this anymore. Whoa!
He finished. He was that cold and did not need to do that.
With an atomic right hand, dropping Bisping cold, but Hendo wanted to make sure Bisping wasn't getting back up, so he soared through the air like Khabib Nurmagomedov and delivered one final blow to the unconscious Brit before the ref dragged him off. It was the first time he'd ever been finished or knocked out, and it was a loss that hounded him throughout his career until he finally got
his
revenge
elbow too.
later. Number 9, Altinbek
Wow.
Mamashov. Altinbek Mamashov was an MMA fighter
No
who was
comment.
dubbed gold against Brazilian wrestler Elias Silveiro at the ACA 30 event in Russia.
Oh! Oh!
Was it his teeth or was it? Let's hope that wasn't his
Taking
teeth.
advantage of the opportunity, Mamashov launched a huge right hook that hit the middle of Silveiro's jaw, blowing out the Brazilian's mouth guard. Of course, after this heavy blow like a sledgehammer, the Brazilian wrestler was knocked out. But you can never forget the power of this strike and how close it was to knocking the Brazilian's head off. Number 8, Uriah Hall.
Oh, he's out.
This knockout left Hall's opponent completely floored and unconscious, but when he finally woke up, he definitely didn't sound alright. Hall took on Adam Sella in their preliminary fight during the filming of season 17
So
of
quick
The Ultimate Fighter.
and so
But his
effortless.
spinning hook kick finish wasn't one for the squeamish. The Jamaican-American even apologized to the incapacitated Sella, who thankfully got up after treatment and avoided serious injury. This was one of those instances
serious
in the
injury, they
UFC
say.
where most of the people were wondering if
I
this
was
fighter had
serious
died.
today.
Number
It
7,
does not
Jorge
look
Masvidal.
right.
I mean, this one should be able to speak for itself.
Again, the fight clock is brought to you by Mojo.
Oh my gosh!
Let's
Cuban
go.
American
Masvidal.
MMA fighter produced a stunning flying knee strike
Yeah, they
that
did.
absolutely
Did they?
destroyed
Yeah.
Askren in 5 seconds in the
crazy.
welterweight contest. Askren was left helpless as
that's
Gamebreak
crazy.
followed up with 2 necessary punches
Whoa,
to the
he's
face
crazy.
before referee
And 2
Jason
after
Herzog
being already
left on
knocked out.
top of
That
the
guy-
downed
oh.
fighter and ended the fight. Number 6, Matt Riddle. The after effects of the strike was probably
Dana White,
scarier than the
young
knockout
man.
itself, but here, check it out.
Whoa! Stop!
I feel sorry for his face.
The WWE
Brian.
superstar started the second round early by delivering a ferocious right hook on Simler, which immediately dropped his opponent. Then Riddle pounced on Simler and followed up with 3 brutal hammer fists to the face.
The hammer fists at the
before
end
referee
are so
Herb Dean
brutal.
pulled away.
Yeah.
Simler could be heard mumbling and moaning on the octagon mat as the clip was spliced with reactions from those
Look at
in
his eyes.
attendance. Dana White looked on in complete shock at Simler, who had broken his jaw in 2 places after medical examination revealed the extent of the damage caused. Number 5, Michael Page. If you haven't seen this knockout already, we warn you that the footage is violent. This knockout has to be one of the scariest ever recorded.
Just like
Scariest
everything
ever
you need in a
recorded.
fight, you lose off the lip shot. It can come back.
Wait, what?
Into the jump knee, and it's over.
He hit him with the
Michael
flying knee.
Page's KO of Evangelista Santos not only ended the fight, but the brute force of his knee strike
that was
crushed
too
Santos'
easy,
skull
man.
into pieces, requiring immediate surgery and forcing the
Surgery. What
happened to
Brazilian
his
veteran
jaw?
into retirement.
His head.
I mean,
And
just
he-
close
he
your eyes
made
and
him
listen to the
retire.
sound of the knee.
What?
Number 4, Matt Brown. You aren't prepared for what
That's
Matt Brown did to Diego Sanchez on fight night.
Oh no.
Gonna look for that elbow.
Oh, that elbow.
Referee
Dang.
steps in, Matt the
He's like, who's talking now?
Brown caught Sanchez's
Pretty
kick in the
much.
first round, walked him back
First
against
round.
the cage, had the time to frame his elbow, and then obliterated Sanchez. The way his body flung to the floor after this powerhouse elbow
Boom.
just showcased how much power Matt Brown had. Number 3, Yuri Prochaska.
Oh, he's scary. That one.
Yeah.
Reyes still firing back.
Oh.
Toughness shown on each side.
Oh.
The pair traded
Light
with
heavyweight.
tremendous force for more than 9 minutes. Prochaska outlanded Reyes 78-68 in total strikes,
Look at that
and
body
the
kick.
knockout blow will undeniably be among the contenders for the 2021 KO of the
He's
year.
young, isn't he?
He landed a beautiful
Oh, I don't
spinning
know.
elbow that left Reyes face
Ooh.
first on the mat unconscious and earned him a shot at the 205-pound title. Number 2, Gabriel Gonzaga. Gabriel Gonzaga
what's
scored
happening
one of
here?
the biggest upsets when he knocked out Mirko Krokop
What?
with a head kick at UFC 70 in Manchester, and it was pretty terrifying.
Ribs, man.
Let's see it.
Mirko looks tentative, though.
Oh.
And then he follows up with like 4 punches.
The 2 heavyweights headlined the fight card, and it ended in dramatic fashion. It was one of
Oh,
the
yeah, he
bigger
is,
upsets
kinda.
in the UFC.
They're short
and
shorts.
just as shocking because
Like
it happened
literally
to one of the
short
most
shorts.
kickers ever to step foot inside the cage. This insane finish would occur in the first round and would land right on the head of the Croatian, causing him to crumble to the canvas. Number 1, Francis Ngannou.
Number 1.
What do you get when you cross the hardest hitter in the history of the
Hardest hitter
UFC
ever.
and an open chin?
Maynard's phone to try to get a
Oh.
matchup with
What?
a gun.
Whoa. What a swing.
UFC 218 was Ngannou's chance to prove his worth, and he did just that after a thunderous left uppercut in the first round. The Cameroonian French Wrecking Ball had already made a name for himself as the most terrifying fighter in the division,
Can't watch
but this
it.
brutal KO on Alistair
His
Overeem
head didn't
had
come
well
off.
and truly made him a challenger for the title. I mean, it speaks volumes when Francis Ngannou's striking power is equivalent to that of a Prius going 40 miles an hour.